Now, your news on the go.
A motorcyclist is being treated this morning for serious injuries after a crash in Manlius last night.
And it happened along Route 92 by Sagebush Circle and Orion Delphi Road. That happened just before 7:30 last night. The road was shut down for several hours while deputies investigated the crash.
They're also investigating a hit and run last Sunday night, late Sunday, after the amphitheater concert with Marilyn Manson. Deputies say a dark-colored car struck a man in the orange parking lot just after 11 p.m. The man was treated for serious injuries, expected to be okay. If you saw something, call investigators at 435-3051. Well,
former Syracuse firefighter Ted Ackerman, who was cleared of evidence tampering in a deadly hit-and-run case, may soon be back on the city's payroll. Mayor Ben Walsh says a decision by a third-party arbitrator is binding, and the city has to figure out a way to transition Ackerman back into the role. The mayor says he'll let the fire chief oversee the process. For now, Ackerman, though, will resume suspended without pay.
A health alert: Oneida Shores Beach is closed because of the high levels of E. coli bacteria in the water.
And we know that swimming will not be allowed until levels return to those deemed acceptable by the Onondaga County Health Department. So most varieties of E. coli are harmless, but some can cause some stomach illness.
Out west, breaking news from California. One person is known dead. 3 firefighters also injured as wildfires continue to burn. In Northern California, the Carr fire is, quote, taking down everything in its path. 60-mile-an-hour winds are fanning the flames, which have destroyed at least a dozen homes so far. Thousands of people in California have been told to evacuate.
Well, fallen heroes being honored this morning as the remains of U.S. soldiers killed in combat have been flown out of North Korea and into an air base in the south. Service members were on hand to receive the remains. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un agreed to returning the award and returning those remains to the president after the summit.
Back here in central New York, setup is underway this morning for 2 big events downtown in Syracuse: the Jazz and Wine Fest and the Arts and Crafts Fest in Clinton Square, Columbus Circle, and points in between.
Yeah, drivers who head through downtown should budget some extra time for the blocked off areas. Last year's festival hosted 150 artists and more than 50,000 guests. So if you're looking for weekend plans, of course, it's always a great option and a great way to grab some unique finds.
We just need some good weather to accompany it.